And this is nice because Bob Suter's got a couple of his starters now on the bench resting.
And these guys have extended the lead. The guys that you're looking at right now. You know, Richards, I think it was against Madison West. I saw him have his best action this. I believe that may be wrong, but he can do the job for him.
Rebound, Cougars. Here they come. Tipped away. Hilliard's got it.
Yeah, they're gonna score on this one. Mango. Now we're gonna mark 6 minutes and 50 seconds on the clock. We're gonna mark 6 minutes and 50 seconds because that slam dunk could be a momentum breaker. The officials now over at the score.
The foul. What are they calling? 50.
Well, I saw the slam dunk. I didn't see any foul. Well,
I don't know what the call was.
Did they counted the bucket, the dunk?
Yes.
So I don't really know what that call was.
Logterman coming up. Ty Evans on him.
So we'll write down that 650 and see if it has anything to do with a rush by the Knights. You got a feeling they've got one more run in them.
The Cougars right now are going to run their weave. They're going to make the Beloit Purple Knights work and work to get the ball.
And that's very, very intelligent coaching, I believe, by Bob Suter. He's got some free throw shooters on this team. That's a two-pointer for Berlowski. Oh, what a play. I'm talking about number 35, Jim Jackson, reaching back, slamming the ball, backhanded, no look off the Knights. The crowd went wild.
The Cougars have the ball under their own basket, 6:15.
You got a feeling Logterman's going to handle it half the time in the remaining few minutes.
Can't get that one. The foul is on Berlowski. Ty Evans will go to the free throw line. Not what the Cougars want.
Well, Berlowski did undercut Evans as they went up, but, you know, it's good aggressiveness by Berlowski.
But they get to come down and cut the lead without the clock ticking, and they don't want that now.
I think you're going to see, if you watch, you're going to see Robb Logterman handling the ball for the Craig Cougars about 50% of the time from now on out. He'll give it up, but he'll get it back in a big, big hurry. I think this is where Coach Suter is going to go to Logterman. I think he's going to put the ball up a lot towards the end. He's going to control it. When he needs to put it up, I mean, I think he will do it when the Cougars need it. On the other hand, this isn't a bad guy to have doing a job for Beloit either, Ty Evans.
7-point lead now. Logterman with the ball. Darnell Jones is guarding him.
Man-to-man by the Knights. This is the guy, you know, they want to put the pressure on if they can put it on some of the substitutes. They don't want to follow this guy, that's for sure.
Nice pass. Berlowski.
And all set up by the Marquette Warrior of the future, Robb Logterman's great pass. Very unselfish.
Foul on Richards. Hodges at the free throw line.
But the Cougars, foul-wise, in pretty good shape here right now. Nobody in any real serious foul trouble for them.
Dave Jackson comes out. Ben Berlowski got 14 tonight. Super game. Jim Jackson's got 18. Graham Riley's got 10.
Well, Bob Suter told us, you know, we asked who he was going to start there, and he said Berlowski. He said, I like the guy's aggressiveness, and, you know, he's made Kreskin out of Bob Suter tonight.
22 points for Michael Hodges. Not this time. Short.
Oh, here's Keith Levy. Keith Levy is fouled, and he gets the bucket. And the Purple Knights are coming back, and that is 4 fouls.
4 fouls on Jimmy Jackson.
And right now, you know, the Cougars have to be worried about the Beloit crowd getting back into the game. The momentum shift that we saw slowly taking place.
Keith Levy got one more year with the Purple Knights. Can't get it.
Well, that's what hurt them last week when the Cougars wound up losing by 6. It should have been more. but the Knights missed some free throws.
The Cougars take a little air out of the ball. They're going to slow it down.
Logterman will touch it just about every other time. We'll see. There's every other time, and he's fouled. Foul go against Darnell Jones.
And that's just as good as giving them 2 points.
Every other time. He gave the ball up at the top of the key, moved baseline, came into the corner, ball came back to him.
6-point Cougar lead. It'll be 8 in the second here. Logterman.
That's 25 points for Robb Logterman.
(74-67), 5:02 to go in the game.
Just a death call when you put Logterman on the line. That's, just like a layup. Rarely missed.
Hilliard gets fouled, and that's 5 on Jackson.
Yeah, that'll take Jackson out of the ball game, and that's a big foul because Jackson has not only put up the points tonight, but he has worked extremely hard on defense, and his height is lost right now. Here he comes. He's got to get a heck of a hand, though, from the crowd, doesn't he?
18 points in the game. He deserves it. Super game, and now he'll have to hope that they can carry it in for him. Obviously disappointed, but he's tired. Coming into the game, John Richards. John Richards doesn't have all the physical skills of some of these other players, but he's got probably a heart that's twice as big.
He really does. He'll give you everything out there. Bob Suter, the first guy there to congratulate Jackson on his fine performance this evening, win or lose.
Hilliard will go to the free throw line, trying to cut this 8-point lead.
So much psychology involved, and Suter was talking before the game of how he got the Jacksons into it more this week. He felt that, they needed it a little bit more last week, and they didn't get it. Keith Levy's quick hand. Here they come. That's Michael Hodges.
Hodges gets the basket, and the foul goes against Robb Logterman. That's only Robb's third foul.
That cuts the lead to 6, Trig.
Now, are they calling the foul?
They haven't put the basket on the... There they go.
All right, there it is.
You know what that 69 brings about, Trig? Second to last year, the Beloit Purple Knights won the state basketball championship. 1969. Lamont Weaver involved in that action. And if that 69 on the clock is an omen, I don't know.
5:48. Lots of time to go. The Craig Cougars still, however, their game plan still intact, and they lead by 6.
Well, the Cougars aren't going to fold up mentally. There's no doubt about that. The question is, do they have that depth and that heart to stay in there physically?
Hodges gets his 25th of the night.
They relax pressure, therefore Logterman moves up court. Now he's going to want the basketball.
Richards gives it to Jackson. Berlowski.
Boy, what a swarming man-to-man. The Knights just giving fits to the Cougars, but they're doing a commendable job moving that basketball.
Darnell Jones will put Berlowski on the free throw line.
Well, Bob Suter now is going to take a timeout.
Timeout, 4:19, 75-70. We'll be back in a moment.
That's the bottom line.
Certainly, if you like to watch good basketball, the winner of this game, Berlowski, cans 2 clutch free throws to make it 77-70. The winner of this game is going to face the winner of the Stoughton Regional, Stoughton against Milton. And neither of those teams are in this class.
Oh, boy, I'll tell you, they could put their teams together and they couldn't handle one of these teams. Maybe I shouldn't say that.
Ty Evans picks up his second foul over the back. And Berlowski goes to the free throw line again.
And you look at all of the actors that have been on stage tonight for the Craig Cougars, the subs that are in the ball game and the people that have come in. It has been a team effort. The game is not over, but what a game plan constructed by head coach Bob Suter.
43, Ben Berlowski steps to the line. Deja vu, he was just there a minute ago.
Now you're putting a 10th grader on the line, 4:05 on the clock. What pressure?
Not for this kid. 17 points.
Robb Logterman and Graham Riley coming in, give him a little pat just to let him know they know what he's doing out there. Ball games are won and lost right from that stripe.
Right now, the Beloit Purple Knights half the score this time down. Stripped away from Hilliard. Here comes the Cougars.
Logterman, an excellent job getting the ball up court. Foul called against Keith Levy.
John Richards will go to the free throw line.
Well, you know, if they're going to commit fouls, you got to go, I suppose, with the people coming off the bench that you have to foul. Guys like Richards, but you're certainly not going to foul a Logterman. And Gene Van Gelder goes all the way across to the Cougar bench to yell at one of the officials. I don't know what it's about here.
Yeah, I know what it is. He felt that Darrell Hilliard got fouled going in the paint on the other end of the floor. It's a judgment call, and the official's not going to say a word.
Now, just watching Gene Van Gelder as he ducked down into the huddle, he looked up at the clock and shook his head. And the players didn't, and then he got, you know, he's right down in the huddle with them. But he's got to be a little frustrated right now. And what he can cook up, I don't know, but there's a lot of time on the clock, but a 9-point lead, the way the Cougars are playing, is pretty tough to catch.
3:44, that's right. And all the Craig Cougars have to do now is match baskets. Don't rush it, make them foul, and make their free throws.
I think the story of tonight's game, you know, besides the hot shooting of the Cougars, has been their ability to squash the Purple Knights fast break. You think of Beloit Knights, you think of lightning speed this year. We haven't seen it. I'll be real honest. The Cougars have gotten back on defense and pretty much shut them down all night long.
All right. Going to the free throw line, John Richards. Not been there yet tonight. Not a lot of pressure, though. He's got a 9-point lead. This isn't like winning the state tournament. All he's got to do is shoot it in.
You know that's not what he's thinking, though.
No.
His palms are just sweating out there, and he's saying, oh, why me? Why me? John Richards is a senior this year.
Ty Evans. He's going to hurry it up.
They're not going to have to look for threes yet. Not quite yet. But they're going to shoot them anyway. I don't think they have to look for them yet, really. I think that was rushed. I think that's a mistake.
Double team, Riley. Richards left alone, cans it.
And there's your senior, John Richards. And he makes the layup, and he goes off tackle and runs over Darnell Jones. And there's a three-pointer outside by Hodges. What a finish.
9-point lead.
Look at Robb, just taking his time. He'll get it back.
Under 3 minutes.
Look at this. Every other time, well, then they missed the skip there. They missed Logterman every other time that time. There he gets it back.
Logterman pinned in the corner.
He'll have to shoot it. He'll have to do something.
They'll call a timeout.
That was Robb Logterman calling that timeout. He called it from the corner, and there is a
heads-up ball.
Yeah, it's a heads-up play because a turnover there could have been costly.
So they'll have a chance to set up a play. Although I'm sure Coach Bob Suter would like to have a couple of timeouts going in, but hey, it's 2:39 to go. Right now, the Beloit Purple Knights are in serious trouble.
They got their T-shirts on over there, the Beloit Bad Boys. They spent an awful lot of money buying state tournament T-shirts. They wore them last week in the Craig Gymnasium. They were proudly showing them, and I made a comment to one of my friends from Beloit. I said, hey, it's a long way to go in this thing. You know, they don't meet till next Friday. And he said, history. Well, Bob Suter didn't believe one word of it, and certainly his kids didn't believe it. Great heart tonight by the Craig Cougars.
And the key is the balanced scoring. Riley's got 10. Robb, of course, is going to get his points. He's got 27. But Jim Jackson, 18, and Ben Berlowski, 18. Clutch plays.
Ben Berlowski, I'm sure, coming in, said to himself, you know, I just want to do a solid job, the best I can do. If you told Ben Berlowski he'd have 18 points with 2:39 remaining in the contest, I think he'd have shook his head. I don't think he'd have believed you. He's got him.
Logterman's got the ball, as they like.
You know, and the Knights are going to be thinking of foul after a while. There's a strip, but getting it back is Riley, and he's fouled. That's got to go against Hodges, I believe. Yep. Michael will pick it up.
Michael Hodges only has 2 fouls. Coles will come in. Richards will sit to get a little more speed on defense. Graham Riley with 10 points tonight has a chance to spread that 9-point lead.
You know, Trigg, and that's another thing, is we watch the number of substitutions going on here. Bob Suter has substituted, he's been charmed tonight. Every substitution he's made has worked out just very well for him. Now Berlowski getting a lecture from the Craig coaches. They want him right up in there in the lane.
Yeah, they want Dave Jackson out of there. He's got 3 fouls. Berlowski's a little quicker, a little bigger. Graham Riley gets them both.
Hot shooting, Craig Cougars tonight, and it looks like they may do it.
Right now.
Oh, they're playing with such confidence right now, too.
10-point lead with 2:15 to go. Foul is on Hilliard.
Well, I must admit I didn't see it, although it may work out for them in terms of stopping the clock, but...
And Riley, who just can expand the lead to 12.
Riley tonight with 12 points himself in the game. It's been that supporting cast. Logterman is certainly the guy that wins the Oscar time and time again, but the supporting cast has really been there tonight. They were not there last week.
Graham Riley's got 13. It's an 11-point lead. Call it 12.
Well,
I'll go on record now, Mike. It's history.
And there's a ball and a basket by Ty Evans, picking up garbage on the three-pointer, and he's fouled.
I think it was Levy. Yeah, Keith Levy.
Keith Levy, okay.
2:07 to go.
What did Bob Suter tell us in the locker room, Trigg? He was thinking back, 1971. He brought this up. He said, 1971, we had a team that was going great guns. A team called Janesville Parker, led by Bob Morgan, came up. He said, they bit us. You know, right at this time, they bit us. They went on to win the state tournament. He had a gleam in his eye when he said that tonight. We saw a very relaxed Bob Suter tonight in the locker room. The players very relaxed. The Craig locker room was just dead silent. You know, they knew what they had to do and very confident, quiet.
Keith Levy fouls Tim Coles, who will go to the line. Coles, 2 free throws tonight. 6-foot junior. Berlowski.
Oh, man. Well, I didn't see that one either. I'm going to admit it. Sure didn't see that travel. I think you were right, Ben.
You got to have 3. Hodges.
Ooh. And now, you know, Coach Van Gelder's got to be saying, where was it all night? that down. 1:40 on the clock. I don't believe it.
85, Michael Hodges.
Foul on Coles.
The foul will be on Coles, 85-79 with 1:37.
And what you're seeing, Trig, is the Beloit crowd is back in it, and their bench is back in it. They know this one is not over now by any stretch of the imagination.
Robb Logterman missed a duck at 1:40. Well, it's still a long way off.
Oh, yeah.
6 points with 1:37. Hey, I'm going to have to eat my words.
Well, I don't know if you are or not. Craig's going to have to turn that ball over a few more times.
29 for Hodges. He can cut the lead to 4 points. Darnell Jones gets ready to come back in.
If you look at Evans, and he's fouled.
Robb Logterman commits the foul.
Momentum is turned.
That's 4 on Logterman. And Ty Evans will go to the free throw line.
You know, Trig, if you could get on the ladder and talk to these WIAA championship banners, they'd tell you that you've seen an awful lot of great games like this in this gym and an awful lot of Purple Night comebacks.
Ty Evans steps to the line, can cut the lead to 3 with 1:35. Evans with 25 tonight.
Mr. Clutch. How quickly the momentum, the Knights, this is their best run of the evening.
3-point lead. Here's the pressure.
Oh, and there's a hammer foul by Levy. And they didn't want to get the ball in Logterman's hands and put him on the line. They'll test Cole.
Levy's got 4. Tim Cole just missed the free throw a moment ago. Chauncey Mason trying to evoke the crowd to cheer.
Yeah, the Beloit players up there, too. They don't understand why their fans are sitting on their hands.
And here they come. Tim Cole steps to the line. Yes, ring that bell.
Tim Cole, 6-foot junior.
The lead is back to 4. Big free throw. This one's even bigger.
I wonder if Bernie Barkin's here tonight. He'd love this one.
Gets them both. Michael Hodges goes all the way in. Gets the basket.
And he's fouled.
Berlowski. He's got 4. Hodges will go to the free throw line with a chance to cut the lead to 2.
Craig, I've got to admit, I'm stunned. The Knights have just done it all in a matter of less than 1 minute. Logterman, look at the guy. The guy that calls them together is Logterman. And did you see number 30, Darnell Jones? He steps right up in the middle and nods his head with the Cougars like, that's right, guys.
127 is coming down now. Michael Hodges a chance with 31 points. Gets it. 32. 2-point game.
The clock is not... The clock, when the ball was in, 3 seconds ran off and Logterman had the basketball. The clock didn't start.
Hilliard's gone. That's 5.
And he fouls Jackson. Well, they've lost their main ball player in terms of bringing the ball up is Darrell Hilliard. And he's out of here.
Dave Jackson, 2 points tonight, gets a chance to sink 2 of the biggest free throws he'll ever make.
Yeah, Dave Jackson in a pressure cooker spot. That was really interesting, though. They got the ball into Logterman baseline. He was working against a couple of players, and the clock didn't start for 3 seconds after it was inbounded. Chris Pulliam will come in for Darrell Evans, a fine hand, deserved hand for a great ball player.
Darrell Hilliard, 4 points tonight. Lots of defense. Jim Jackson's got the chance right now.
Underclassmen-dominated Cougar team. This is one of them.
Jackson's got 2 points. A 2-shot foul.
Just like in practice.
Just like that. 19 for him tonight. I'm sorry, that's 3 for him. I got the wrong brother.
They didn't wear numbers. I couldn't tell them apart. Oh, we'll mark that down. Minute 19, 2 big free throws for Jackson. They're looking Ty Evans now if they can. Ooh. Well, interesting. Darnell Jones bounced the ball off his foot, but he was fouled first.
Foul is on Jackson. I think that's only his fourth. No, it's his fifth. He's gone too.
Yeah, they're getting out of here, boy, just like the Army's lining up against each other. Players falling one by one.
It won't matter, though, if Darnell Jones doesn't make free throws.
John Richards will take the spot of number 31, Dave Jackson, and on the night for Dave, unofficially 4 points. Now the Craig fans up, doing a little dance here.
Darnell Jones.
Oh, there's a pressure shot for Darnell. 6'5", senior ball player.
His fifth for the night.
His last chance to get to the state tournament. A minute 10 is like an eternity with a 3-point deficit. The Knights know it.
Keith Levy with the rebound.
And he turns it over. He had trouble there with Evans. Levy and Evans bumping into each other. Levy's hurt on the floor bad.
He's got a bump on his leg. I don't know what the problem is.
Well, I think he collided with Ty Evans because they had some problems seeing who was going to pick up the ball, and Gene Van Gelder is out there quickly to check out his junior.
And they're going to talk to him. Could be a big loss if he hurt his knee.
Gene Van Gelder,
it looks like a cramp.
And he's treating it as such. Calf cramp. He's straightening out that ankle. Athletic Director Steve Ferger hustling out there as well.
Score 89-86, a minute 7 to go. We'll be back in a moment.
Well, that's good news for Keith Lee. We thought it was a knee injury or something, and it appears to be a cramp, so that makes everybody feel a whole lot better.
3-point game. The Craig Cougars.
Richards having trouble. Whoa. And he throws it right into the hands of Berlowski, and he's fouled by number 30, Darnell Jones. That's a break for the Cougars.
Darnell Jones has got 4.
That inbound pass was not intended for Berlowski. It got through. The Cougars, I'd say a bit of magic on their side there.
John Richards, got it up, overthrew it.
If it wasn't for the quickness of the Purple Knights, Berlowski had a very easy layup.
104, Berlowski got 2 shots. Yes.
I noticed the gym announcer in the first half said he'd appreciate it if the fans would not make noise while the players were shooting. He said both teams, at that time, the Cougars had not been on the line. He hasn't said it, and the Beloit fans are going wild.
Ben Berlowski. 6, 7, 8 for 3. 8. He's 8 for 8 on the free throw line.
Oh, man. Ty Evans.
Nobody back. The foul will be against Ty Evans.
Ty Evans with 29 points. He is now the leading scorer in tonight's ball game, except for Michael Hodges, who has 35. That's what, Jack Bonishani, 64? 64 points between 2 ball players? Unbelievable. Unbelievable.
Graham Riley continues the streak.
I think Craig...
Riley 5 for 5 from the line tonight.
I think that was a big free throw. And that's a bigger one. Limited pressure, no fouls. Be in their face, but don't commit fouls, Suter is saying. Over the back, no call. I thought Hodges was over the back on that rebound, although the ref's closer than we are. No call, he lays it in, he gets fouled.
Michael Hodges. Coles gets the foul, his first. Hodges has a chance. Hodges to 2, you know. It looks like they're gone, and they come down, and somehow they manage to stick. 42 seconds left, a lot of time.
We've had the shovel in the ground, burying the Knights about 4 times tonight. We'll be the first to admit it. I mean, we thought the Cougars were in control. And this team, this number 2 team in the state, is so explosive, they just don't quit. They come right down your throat.
Hodges, 38.
Van Gelder needs a sub. The horn is going like crazy. And now this is interesting.